Leon Edwards is finally going to fight Belal Muhammad. Michael Bisping is happy that they're going to fight because now he doesn't hear Muhammad bitching, complaining that he's going to get an opportunity to fight for the belt. I feel the reason why he's keeping that nice cushion of a right here between you two is because he knows Colby wants to wrestle. And obviously it's going to be different when Belal fights him because Belal's going to come forward, I believe. I watched a little bit of their first fight and it kind of looked similar to this where Leon was controlling the stand-up. So if Belal can force the clinch, force the wrestling, I know I repeat that, but when you fight guys who are so fucking good, you just have to force things, kind of like how Sean Strickland does. Look at this. Boom, right there. Beautiful right hand. That lands perfectly clean. If Belal can do this to Leon Edwards, then I think Belal can beat Leon Edwards. But he's got to get past that strategic striking in order to be able to get there. But there is no way in hell Colby won that fight. What's going on, boys? Welcome back to the channel. We have another breakdown for you. This is Colby Covington taking on Leon Edwards. Leon Edwards is finally going to fight Belal Muhammad. And like Chael Sonnen said he's happy because now, oh, excuse me, I think it was Michael Bisping. Michael Bisping is happy that they're going to fight because now he doesn't hear Muhammad bitching, complaining that he's going to get an opportunity to fight for the belt. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, and also hit the bell to know when we go live. Now, we're not going to break down this whole fight because it was a 5-round fight. And I think the reason I want to break this fight down is that I watched this live and I've always been impressed by Leon Edwards, but I was more impressed by him with this fight because his stand-up is so good, right? And, you know, his patience and the way he slowly, systematically gets to his opponents is pretty high level, right? Like, I think Colby Covington is the best person who just goes after it with his wrestling, right? Like when he tries to wrestle you, nobody else does it better. It's almost a former version of Habib, but Habib's way better and way more technical. But I would say the effort he does is very, very, very high level. So look how Leon Edwards stays outside the void and comes in and gets back out, right? He's out, he's in, he's at head movement, he's going in, but he always stays inside this traditional kickboxing stance and boxing stance. He's always moving, and look what he's also doing. Colby's going back and forth from southpaw to orthodox, but he's always moving his head, throwing stuff inside the void, feinting outside the void, right? Another feint, switches southpaw, now he's back to orthodox, jab. Like already it's been a minute and 20 seconds in the first round and he's adding all these different puzzles, showing all these different things. Now, ladies and gentlemen, one of the things about UFC 304 is we got PrizePicks. Now, I'm liking what I am seeing so far in PrizePicks. And the cool thing about PrizePicks is you can download this bad boy, play right from your phone. And when you do that, make sure you use my promo code MIGHTY. They'll match up to $100 of your deposit. So the time of filming this bad boy, we're looking at significant strikes right now with Tom Aspinall, 27.5 significant strikes. Oh, that's a very toasty one because he knocked out his last guy with, I think it was maybe 15 strikes, right? And Curtis Blades has been knocked out before. Beautiful uppercut from the beast. So I'm gonna take a less. You got two big boys going in. I'm gonna go a less of 27.5 strikes. And then we go to Leon Edwards, 86.5 significant strikes. Now this is very hard because Leon Edwards he's not a high volume striker. He's more of a quality striker, right? When he fought Colby Covington, he didn't even go over that. We went less. I like less with this one too because I don't think Belal Muhammad is going to stay there and allow him to strike him. He's going to be all over him right on rice. And the cool thing about PrizePicks, it's not all about significant strikes. They have fight time and they have takedowns. Let's look at the takedowns. Takedowns right now. Oh, this is interesting. Mokaev, 3.5 takedowns. Woo, that's a hard one because I feel if Mokaev can get him down to the ground, I think he can get there and submit him. So 3.5 takedowns. He's got to land 4 takedowns. It's very, very hard. I'm going to go with less because I think if Mokaev can get Cop down on the ground, I think he's going to keep him there. Now, with fight time, let's go ahead and take a look at this. Woo! Tom Aspinall, 5.5 minutes in fight time. Very low. They think it's going to be a stoppage. You know what? I'll jump on that bandwagon too. I'm going to go less. Now, make sure you use my promo code MIGHTY. That'll match with the $100 deposit. And make sure you make the right pick at the right place, which is PrizePicks. Nice outside. Look, he's just being very patient, reading and see what Colby's giving him. Right, it's been 2 minutes since he hasn't really gone after it yet. Meaning that Leon Edwards is basically picking apart, seeing what he's got. Beautiful jab. And he's showing a lot of stuff. He's not really pulling the trigger on stuff. Good right hand from Colby. Wee. See, now he's starting to come in it, right? Right. Pick it, and he's just showing stuff that we talked about. Nice inside. There it is, right there. Beautiful feints. Take down. So one of the things that I feel the reason why he's keeping that nice cushion of a void right here between the two is because he knows Colby wants to wrestle. He shows, and he does a jab, inside kick, and he's throwing a couple of those teeps up the middle. But if he always keeps this nice cushion between those two, when Colby tries to shoot, it gives an opportunity to actually sprawl on it, right? But if he was to go gung-ho and go after Colby, then it gives him the opportunity to get underneath Leon Edwards. That's what I'm feeling right now. What I feel like I'm seeing. Like, it hasn't really committed to anything. He's just being very patient about trying to get to him. Right? Like, see, he's slowly... Like, he almost has a certain way of getting inching closer like Sean Strickland does. But his hands are in a more traditional place. Boom. Right? Like, there. Now he goes, nice, orthodox. Southpaw. Beautiful leg kick. All right, see how close he gets? He just gets super close. And he's just, sometimes I feel like he's too impatient. He's too patient. Too patient sometimes, I think. Right, that was first round. Sometimes, like Mal would tell me that sometimes if you're looking for your shot, you won't find your shot. But if you create the opportunity by showing stuff and just, you know, move, throw a kick, move around, and then once the person engages and opens up, then you're gonna find your shot. And that's what I watched the fight the first time. I remember I was like, man, he's being extremely patient. And then as I watch it again for the second time, I feel he's just too impatient because one, he's more athletic. He's way faster. Look, beautiful right hand. That lands perfectly clean behind the shoulder. You can do that all day if you wanted to. Look at this. Boom, right there. Okay, let's see if he changed anything up. And that's kind of how he did against Kamar Usman. He was being very patient. He throws a high kick, knocks him out. There we go. Boom. Goes right there. Inside. Free body kick for Colby. Southpaw the Orthodox. And obviously, it's going to be different when Belal fights him because Belal's going to come forward, I believe. I watched a little bit of their first fight, and it kind of looked similar to this where Leon was controlling the stand-up. But the biggest thing is, whoosh. Nice. Like, he's very patient, right? Right here, he keeps on cutting off Colby. Keeps cutting him off by going this way. And Colby's trying to go that way. Then Colby's eventually that void's going to get too tight. Then Colby's going to come back towards us this way. Or Colby's going to go forward. It's going to force him to back up. But he's throwing this leg kick that keeps on beating up the leg, because if Colby goes that way, he's going to run out of room to go anywhere. Then when he comes back this way, he hammers that leg kick. But he doesn't break this. He does not come out of this mold at all. He stays in that mold the whole time. Comes out, backs up. He never comes out. Now he switches. But see how patient he is? He's waiting. Waiting. Never engages in the clinch. Never engages in the wrestling. Right? Could be towards the opponent he is. But sometimes my theory is that, okay, we could beat him here. I've shown I could beat him and control this area for a minute, 5-7 minutes, right? Now I'm going to force the wrestling and make sure I put a lot of energy winning that battle, because he's going to expend most of his energy. Then once we separate, kind of like Conor does, you jump right on him, then you let your hands go, and then that's when you get your knockout. That's why I think Conor is so fucking good when he fights. Even though he's not the best wrestler, he will force you to wrestle him. And if he gets out of the wrestling exchange, you're going to be gassed. You look at Chad Mendez. You look what he did to Dustin Poirier. Even though he broke his foot. I broke that fight down. Even though he broke his foot, once they got it from that exchange, he jumped right on him. And that's where people need that break. But I feel like Leon could out-wrestle Colby Covington here. I truly feel like that. And if he can't, all he has to do is separate and get back to this game plan. Right? Like, look. Just two. Beautiful leg kick. Right? So it's just. Now he slowly gets close. Slowly gets close. It's almost like it's like how Ilia Topuria gets super close, but when Ilia Topuria gets close, he unloads like a 5-piece chicken meal. And he forces the wrestling. If a guy shoots, he's gonna sprawl, he's gonna get up, and once you get up, he's gonna get right back on you and throw another 4-piece combination. That's why Ilia Topuria is so fucking dangerous, because he gets super close like this. Right here, if this was Ilia, it's gonna be a 1-2, 1-2, 3 to the body, overhand left. And then if you run, he's going to come back and do the exact same thing. You shoot, he's going to sprawl, push you back up against the cage. The void's there. Bop, 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 bop. Right? That's what makes Ilia Topuria. So I see different things when I watch Leon Edwards. I'm like, God, he moves just like Ilia. He gets close, does the head movement, does the XY, does the access. You know, where his head's here, but it's going this way. It's going this way. It's going this way. Right? But then he's very patient about the leg kick and the push kick or whatnot. Sorry about my drawings. But like, that's what I'm watching right now. I'm like, no, he's close. High kick, one shot. That's it. He's back out. Look, he's looking, head movement. He backs up, comes close. Look how close he is. Look at 1-2, getting void. Look how close he is. Jab of the body, one shot. Nice, beautiful leg kick. You see in right there? He's just being patient. He's not even trying, like, look how close he gets, and that's like the hardest thing, and he's just so content with that leg kick. Right? So if Belal can force the clinch, force the wrestling, I know I repeat that, but when you fight guys who are so fucking good, you just have to force things, kind of like how Sean Strickland does, and just wrestle. Like, I mean, I just did a seminar not too long ago, and I was like, you guys are gonna fight guys who are so right there. That could have been followed up with a couple more punches. All right, see, he's trying to track him. See, he backs out. Push kick. See, he's just so. That's why I say he's just too impatient. For my taste, he's too patient. Too patient. And see, he does get hit, right? The hit's just not as damaging as when he does it. So we're gonna just jump a little further. It's gonna be the exact same thing. Same thing. This is round 4. Like, I think we did PrizePicks and I went with less. I think he landed like 75 shots in this fight, in 5-round fight. So that's what equated to like maybe what 10? No, like 15 shots, 25, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. No, yeah. So it was like maybe 15 shots a fight around. Like, it's same thing right here. Watch me jump ahead. Okay, now the only thing that's changed is that Colby Covington got him down. He's gonna get back to his feet. Fast forward a little more. Okay, Colby. See, but this is what I'm talking about. He can win these exchanges, right? Granted, Colby's on top now because he spent fucking 5 rounds trying to. But if he would have forced this sooner, when he has more gas tank and cardio, he would have been fine. Like, then he passes. Like, I think this was just a little too late for Colby. I think if Colby would have done this to begin with, he could have been the champion. But Colby got away what he does very well in fights, which is being a chaos and just fucking out wrestling people and doing this to him. He didn't do this. So I think if Belal can do this to Leon Edwards, then I think Belal can beat Leon Edwards. But he's got to get past that strategic striking in order to be able to get there. But there is no way in hell Colby won that fight. So I don't want to break down the whole entire fight because that was literally, you time skip everywhere. This is the only like wrestling exchange that he lost. The wrestling exchange. Colby gets his back, but he does get an arm bar. Back to the feet. Look, it's the exact same thing than it was in round 2. So, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, and also hit the bell to know when we go live, boys. Yeah, well, damn.